Okay, hey y'all, it's Madison. We'll go ahead and get started for live class. If you've got something that resembles a block and something that resembles a strap, you will be good to go. Go ahead and start the playlist. It's called 4.04 La Di Da. And we'll get started in Supta Baddha Konasana. So lying all the way back onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees fall out wide to your sides. Let your hands come to rest down by your sides with your palms facing the sky. Begin to settle in, letting your body get heavy on the ground. Begin to notice your breath, your sahaja, natural and automatic breath, breath that breathes you. As your physical body settles in, begin to deepen your breath, elongating your inhale and exhale. Letting your awareness rest on your breath. And now some cleansing breaths. Take a big full inhale through your nose. Part your lips, sigh out. Again, breathe in, feel your chest and belly expand. Open your mouth, release the air. One more cleansing breath. Breathe in and hold at the top. See if you can sip in a touch more air, feeling very expansive. And then let it go. On that exhale, let your body soften into the earth. And now seal your lips to touch. Begin to engage your Ujjayi pranayama, your victorious breath. Build some heat. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Inhale. Exhale through your nose. One more. As you are, engage the oceanic sound. Breathe in. Let your breath be heard and audible as you exhale through your nose. On your next inhale, stretch long, good morning stretch. Take your feet out one way and stretch your arms back behind you the opposite way. Expand. Take a breath in here. And then hug your knees into your chest as you exhale. Take an early happy baby pose. Bring your knees in towards your armpits. Reach for your ankles or maybe catch the razor edges of your feet. Just be gentle to start as your body wakes up. Take a full cycle of breath in through your nose. Exhale through your nose. And then gather your knees up, hug them in. Take a couple gentle rocks side to side. Massage your low spine. And then start to rock and roll north and south. Create a little momentum, a little massage of your vertebrae until you're ready to come up, tabletop pose. Land here, stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. And on an inhale, cow pose, lower your belly down, lift your gaze up. As you exhale, press the earth away. Cat pose, round your spine toward the sky. Inhale, arch your back. Cow pose, breathe in. Exhale, cat pose, round and press the earth away. Begin to add in any additional movement, side to side. Getting a little playful here to start. Taking time to let your muscles open up. Moving to the pace of your own breath. Breathing into any spaces of tension and tightness. Maybe pausing where you feel like you need some more space. And know that no one is watching you. Make this as creative and juicy as you'd like. Tapping into your inner creativity, your own ability to play. Take one more full round of breath. And then find yourself in tabletop, in stillness. Recreate a neutral spine. Set up your foundation. Press the earth away. Find a little cat in your upper back as you tuck your toes. Inhale, lift your knees to a hover off the ground, beast pose. Knit your ribs together as you press the ground away to dome your shoulders high. Take a breath in. And stay as you exhale. One more breath in. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Let your body create movement. Getting out the snaps, the crackles, the pops, moving in any way that feels intuitive and authentic in your body. You can pedal your feet, you can stack your hips on top of one another, maybe deeply bend your knees and really root your belly toward the tops of your thighs. Take one more breath to open up. And find stillness in your downward facing dog. Create your home base by sending your hips up high, working your heels toward the ground. Breathe in. Reignite your Ujjayi breath as you exhale. And crawl your hands to the back of your mat. Take a wide stance east to west in your feet. Hang in ragdoll pose. Bend your knees. Maybe catch opposite elbows and take a little movement from side to side. Letting your body move fluidly, connecting it with your breath. Find stillness in center. Lead your feet wide and begin to roll yourself all the way to standing, slowly stacking one vertebra at a time. Your head is the last thing that will lift. On your inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Breathe in. Take a little lateral bend over toward your left side, stretching through your right side body. On Instagram, it might look like I'm doing opposite of what I say. Just trust in your own body and your own breath. Take a breath in. Breathe space between each of your ribs on the right side. Exhale. Inhale, come up through center, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Exhale, bend over toward your right side, stretching through your left. On your inhale, create a little more space all the way down from your left heel out through your left middle finger. Breathe in, come back through center, stretch up. Bend your knees, hinge at your hips, fold forward. Halfway lift on your next inhale. Bring your hands to your shins. Pause here. Knit your ribs together. Create a flat spine. And on your inhale, find a little more length from your tailbone to the crown of your head. One more breath in. Gentle bend in your knees as you exhale. Fold forward. Crawl your hands out. High plank pose. You can bring your feet to touch or leave them hips width distance. Set up your foundation, stack your shoulders over your wrists, And pull your heels up onto the balls of your feet so you energize the backs of your knees, lifting them toward the sky. Press the earth away. Find cat in your upper back as you knit your ribs together. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down to your belly in one big long line. Untuck your toes. Cobra pose. Lift your chest. Lift your gaze. Exhale, nose down to the mat. One more cobra. Breathe in. Maybe get a little lighter in your hands. Exhale, tap down. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come up high onto your toes. Take a big step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Forward fold. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, stand up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Uttanasana, fold forward. Ardha Uttanasana, flatten out your back, lift halfway. Plant your hands, high plank pose. On your inhale, shift your shoulders out in front of your wrists. Chaturanga Dandasana, as you exhale, hug your elbows in, bend them halfway to 90 degrees. Upward facing dog, bring the tops of your feet to the mat. Pull your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, look forward, come up high onto your toes. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward. Inhale, reach up, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana, bend your knees, bow forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana, step back and lower or jump back, land with bent arms. Upward facing dog on your inhale, pull your hips toward your wrists. Downward facing dog, breathe in. Let it go. Look forward, come up high onto your toes. Inhale, step or hop, top of your mat. Halfway lift as you arrive. Fold forward. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, rise, grow through your side bodies. Exhale, Uttanasana, bow forward. Ardha Uttanasana, lift up halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana, make your way back. Upward facing dog, breathe in, shine your heart. Downward facing dog, breathe out, arrive. Breath in. Breath out. Come up high onto your toes, look forward. Step or hop, top of your mat. Half lift when you get there. Fold. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up. Uttanasana, bow forward. Half lift, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana on your exhale. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana, breathe in. Breathe out. Come up high onto your toes, look forward. Step or hop, top of your mat. Half lift. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend your knees. Sink your hips down low like you're going to sit in a chair. Squeeze your inner thighs together, hugging in toward your midline. And knit your ribs together. Flatten out your low back. Breathe in, reach up a little higher with your hands. Exhale, stay. Shift your weight over into your right foot. Get light in your left as you inhale. Flying crescent on your exhale. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Reach your arms behind you. Hover your belly over your right thigh. Set up your foundation. Root your right foot into the earth. Stack your left heel on top of the ball of your foot. Energy in your left leg, sending the back of your knee toward the sky. Breathe in. See if you can pinch your shoulder blades a little further together, opening up your chest. Exhale. Inhale. Easy twist on your exhale. Plant your left hand down. Reach your right fingertips high. Option to add a block or something similar underneath your left hand, giving yourself a little more space. Square your hips off to the ground. Keep integrity in your stance. And then twist through your thoracic spine, the middle of your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your inhale, use the strength of your core, warrior two. rise up and arrive. Check your foundation, your stance, right heel to left arch alignment in your feet. Bend into your right knee, seal the outer blade of your left foot to the earth. Energy in both of your legs. Let them do an equal amount of work. Grow taller through your side bodies and stretch your arms out east to west. I guess this is north to south, actually. Breathe in. Exhale. Peaceful warrior, dance your right arm to the sky. Cartwheel your hands down, perch pose. Frame your right foot, pull your knees together and lift your left heel to your sit bone. Breathe in. Breathe out. And half moon pose, getting into this a little bit of a different way. Take your right hand outside of your right foot. Stack your hips on top of one another as you reach your left foot really far back. And maybe extend your left arm to the sky or let it rest on your left hip, urging your left hip to stack on top of your right. Letting yourself be playful, getting into postures maybe a different way today. Breathe in. Perch pose as you exhale, pull your knees back together. And rise up one-legged Tittibhasana as you breathe in. Eagle pose, wrap your left leg around your right, take your arms to a T, and wrap your left arm underneath your right, keeping your left arm and left leg closest together in this pose. Really seal your right foot down to the earth, bend into your right knee, and then from your hips, find length in your side bodies. Let your elbows come in line with your shoulders. If you fall or waver, it's okay. Let yourself be present in this moment. Breathe in. Stay as you exhale. And re-arrive one-legged Tadasana. Pull your left knee into your chest. Tittibhasana Padangusthasana. Wrap your peace fingers around your left big toe. Or take that makeshift strap and wrap it around your left foot. On an inhale, kick your left foot out forward, straightening out to the best of your ability. Work to keep your hips level to the earth. And send your breath into the space behind your left knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your next inhale, keep your left leg lifted, but remove your hand or any strap. Breathe in. Warrior 3, as you exhale, move slow and send your left leg back. Maybe keep your arms extended out in front of you or bring them to heart center, whatever you like. Work to create a plank shape with your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. High crescent. On your exhale, step your left foot to the back of your mat. Find your footing, your foundation. Adjust your feet if you don't like where they landed. Just like in plank pose, stack your heel over the ball of your foot, to your left foot that is. Send energy to the back of your left leg. Knit your ribs together, breathe in. Cactus and hover, bend your left knee, hover it off the earth as you exhale. Inhale, high crescent pose. Exhale, cactus and hover, crack your chest open. Breathe in, high crescent. Warrior 2 as you exhale. Spin open. Breathe in. Archer, warrior, breathe out. Bend into your left knee, straighten out your right. Pull your left arm back like you're going to shoot a bow and arrow. Breathe in, warrior 2. Breathe out, archer, warrior. Inhale, warrior 2. Star pose, spin all 10 toes toward your left. And then heels in, toes out, goddess squat as you exhale. Your hands can be at your hips, at heart center, out in goalpost, whatever you like. Send your awareness to your inner thighs, really pressing your knees to the pinky toe side of your feet. So pressing your knees back away from you. You can find a little movement, a little dance, getting a little playful, whatever you like. Just keep opening up through your inner thighs. Breathe in. Sink just a touch lower as you exhale. Inhale, star pose. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle to the back of your mat. Spin your left toes to 12 o'clock, facing backward. Your right toes to 3 o'clock. Reach your left arm as far forward as you can, and then land in triangle pose. Creating a little more space in both of your side bodies, breathing into your rib cage. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Extended side angle as you exhale. Bend your left knee. You can bring your right elbow to the top of your left thigh, or your left elbow, left thigh. Y'all got it. Breathe in. Find your footing in your stance. Bend into your left knee. Keep finding space through your side bodies and opening up through your inner thighs. On your next breath in, peaceful warrior, dance your left arm high. Cartwheel your hands to frame your front foot, pyramid pose. Step your right foot halfway to the back of your mat. You're facing reverse. And on an inhale, find a halfway lift. Really lengthen out of your pelvis, finding that flat spine, and then use that space you've created to fold forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, step your right foot to meet your left at the back of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, find a little length in your spine. Fold forward. Utkatasana, chair pose, back of the mat. Breathe in, sink low through your hips. And exhale. On your inhale, get a little light in your right foot. Place your weight in your left. Exhale, flying crescent, step your right foot back. Find your footing, your foundation, your stability. Give yourself a moment to fidget and find your stance. And then find your stillness. Knit your ribs together, hover your belly off of your left thigh. Gently pinch your shoulder blades together. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Easy twist on your exhale. Plant your right hand down, sweep your left arm up high. Keep your hips level to the earth. And twist from your rib cage, the middle of your spine. One more breath in. And exhale. Use the strength of your core. Warrior two, rise up, open, and arrive. Left heel to right arch alignment in your feet. Your left knee is bent. Your right leg is straight. Come still in what you know. Breathe in. Breathe out. Peaceful warrior, tip it back. Breathe in. Perch pose as you exhale. Frame your left foot. Bring your knees together. Pull your right heel to your right sit bone. Inhale here. Exhale here. In half moon pose, take your left hand outside of your left foot. Again, we're not used to getting into this pose this way, lifting from the ground up. So get a little playful, a little curious, and see what happens. Work to stack your right hip on top of your left and send your right foot back behind you. Energy through your right foot, whether it's flexed or pointed, doesn't matter. Find your stability. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Perch pose on your exhale. Right hand comes to the earth. And inhale, one-legged Tadasana, rise up. Eagle pose. Wrap your right leg around your left and your right arm underneath your left. Setting up your foundation. Grounding your left foot into the earth and bending your left knee. Grow a little taller in your side bodies. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rise up, one-legged Tadasana once more. Hug your right knee in. Utthita Padangusthasana, wrap your peace fingers around your right big toe, or use that strap that you've got, and send your right leg straight out in front of you, working to straighten out your right knee the best you can. Keep lifting tall through your side bodies, lifting your belly out of your pelvis. Send your breath to the back of your right knee, creating a little more space in your hamstring. Breathe in. Keep your right leg lifted, but let your hands come up by your arms up by your ears. Breathe in. Warrior 3 on your exhale. Move slow, tip forward, creating the shape of the ground, your body parallel to the earth. Stay strong in your left leg. I know mine is shaking. Yours probably is too. Take one more breath in. High crescent lunge on your exhale. A little relief. Let your right leg do some of the work. Create a little equilibrium in your stance. Set up your foundation. Move your feet if you don't like where they landed. Hug your ribs in. Breathe in. Cactus your arms. Lower your right knee to a hover as you exhale. Breathe in, high crescent. Exhale, cactus and hover. Breathe in, high crescent. Warrior 2 as you exhale. Inhale to set up your foundation here. Archer warrior on your exhale. Bend your right knee. Straighten out your left. On your next inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, archer warrior, pull back. Inhale, warrior 2. Right into your star pose. This time, turn your toes in, your heels out, and wide leg forward fold. Hinge at your hips. A little moment of rest, just 2 breaths here as you inhale. Find a little more space in your inner thighs. And then lift up halfway. Bring your hands to your hips and rise all the way back up to your star pose. Triangle to the front of your mat. Spin your right toes to 12 o'clock facing the original front. Reach your right fingertips forward and then arrive in Trikonasana. Getting a little longer in your side bodies. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. Extended side angle as you exhale. Bend your right knee. You can place your right forearm on your right thigh. Keep that integrity, that bend in your right knee. And find a little more length in your inner thighs, working those open. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, tip this all the way back. Peaceful warrior. Cartwheel your hands down, frame your front foot. Perch pose, step your left foot halfway up your mat. Left toes toward the top left corner of your mat. And then halfway lift, find a little length. Exhale, fold forward. Use this posture as a breath of fresh air, a little rest. One more inhale. Exhale. Step your left foot to meet your right, top of the mat, halfway lift. Uttanasana, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana, will move through that breath to movement. If you get a little lost, it's okay. Come back to your breath, the sound of my voice, and invite yourself to be a little playful. Let this move like a dance. On your next inhale, get light in your left foot. Step back, flying crescent as you exhale. Breathe into arrive. Easy twist as you exhale. Warrior 2, rise up, arrive. Inhale, peaceful warrior, dance back. Perch pose as you exhale, cartwheel down. Half moon pose, breathe in, lift up. Right back to your perch pose as you exhale. One-legged Tadasana, rise and arrive for your eagle pose. Wrap your left leg, right arm on top of left. Breathe in. Exhale, stay. One-legged Tadasana, breathe in. Kick your left leg straight out. Don't worry about grabbing it. Use the strength of your hip flexor. Inhale. Warrior 3, tip forward, exhale. Breathe in. High crescent pose as you exhale. Inhale to arrive. Cactus and hover just one time as you exhale. Inhale, rise up, high crescent, warrior 2. Breathe in, archer, warrior, dance back. Exhale, warrior 2. One more time, inhale, archer. Exhale, warrior 2. Star pose, breathe in, toes out, heels in, goddess squat as you exhale. Breathe in, star pose. Triangle to the back of the mat as you exhale. Take a breath in, arrive in your Trikonasana. Extended side angle as you exhale. Peaceful warrior dance all the way back. Cartwheel your hands down, pyramid pose. Breathe in, halfway lift. Fold forward as you exhale. Step your right foot to meet your left. Breathe in, lengthen out your spine. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Rise up and arrive. Get light in your right foot as you inhale. Flying crescent, step your right foot back as you exhale. Breathe in, arrive. Easy twist as you exhale. Rise up, warrior two. Inhale right into your piece. Perch pose as you exhale, cartwheel down. Half moon pose, one big breath in to arrive. Right back to your perch as you exhale. One-legged Tadasana, rise up. Eagle pose, wrap your right leg, right arm under left. On your next inhale, one-legged Tadasana, kick your right leg out, use the strength of your hip flexors. And exhale to your warrior three, tip it forward. Breathe in. High crescent pose, exhale, cactus and hover just one time. High crescent, breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out. Archer, warrior, inhale. Warrior two, exhale, get a little playful. Breathe into your archer. Breathe out, warrior two. Inhale, star pose. Wide-legged fold as you exhale. And then come right back up to your star. Inhale. Triangle to the front of the mat. Reach forward. Land with straight legs. Breathe in. Extended side angle. Breathe out. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Tip it all the way back. Cartwheel your hands down. Pyramid pose. Half lift. Fold forward. This time, step back, high plank pose with both feet. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Whew. Come down to your knees, child's pose or hero's pose. I need a drink, so you all get a moment for a drink as well, or maybe a towel off. Or just a couple of breaths to reset. Notice how you're feeling, what you're thinking. Take a breath in. Open up your mouth, sigh out. Downward facing dog. When you're ready, send your hips back up high. And come up high onto your toes, look forward, Malasana. Step or hop your feet to the outside of your hands. Turn your toes out, your heels in, just like goddess pose. Sink your hips low, but then find a little energy and a little activation in your legs to actually lift the crown of your head up higher. Once again, send your breath to the space of your inner thighs, urging your knees out toward your pinky toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then just come down to a seat. I am going to face the camera so you all can see this. You'll need your block or your space heater or whatever you've got. And sit with kind of a wide stance and bring that thing that is taller than your leg over toward your right leg. Sit up really tall, so you don't want to be dipped back or anything like that. Sit up really, really tall, sit bones in the earth. And we're going to do 5 on each side. You're going to pick your right leg up and over the object that you've got. Use the strength of your hip flexor and do 5. That was 1 for me. You're on your own. This is a game of trust. This is a game of discipline. Or saying, screw this, I don't want to do it. Live your life. And you'll switch legs after you've done 5. You should feel the top of your thigh on fire, really activating, getting that lift. Again, a game of trust. Switch sides when you're ready. Whew, I know my leg is on fire. Whew. Really understanding how to lift that leg without using momentum, but really using the strength of your legs. When you're done, whew, take your prop out of the way, hug your knees together, and like a little kid, start to rock. You can rock all the way back and all the way up to forward fold. Find yourself in Uttanasana, reset. And then rise all the way up, Tittibhasana. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway lift, little sunny in the middle of practice. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha, upward dog. Adho Mukha, downward dog. Re-arrive. Take a breath in. Re-engage your Ujjayi Pranayama as you exhale. Inhale your right leg high. Draw your right knee to your right tricep, hold. Breathe in, can you create connection there? Stay as you exhale. 3-legged dog, breathe in. Right knee, left tricep, hold. Use the strength of your core to hug in. On your next inhale, 3-legged dog. Knee to nose, step your right foot through your thumbs. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Lower your left knee to the earth. Find your stance, squeeze your belly button into your spine. Lift your arms up high. Send your weight down and into your hips, encouraging your left hip flexor closer to the earth. Breathe in. And half split on your exhale. Back to Anjaneyasana on your inhale. Half split as you exhale, make this a dance. One more inhale, Anjaney. Exhale, half split, Ardha Hanumanasana, hold. You might bring props underneath your hands, bringing the earth a little closer to you. Find a little more space in the back of your right knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Anjaneyasana, re-arrive. Tuck your left toes, high crescent lunge. Straighten out your left leg. Breathe in. Easy twist on your exhale. Plant your left hand down. Sweep your right arm high. And then side plank. Roll onto the blade of your left foot. Take your right foot back to meet your left. Any option here works. Both feet down. Right leg lifted. Whatever you want. Feel the strength of your left arm, and your side body is really holding you up. Take a breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. As your exhale, bring your right hand to the earth. Maybe your right foot stays lifted. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sweep your left leg high as you inhale. Left knee, left tricep, hold. Can you create the connection of your knee to your tricep and hug in? Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, hug in and hold. 3-legged dog as you inhale. Cheetah pose, hug your knee in. Step your left foot through. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Lower your right knee to the earth. Let your arms sweep sky high. On your inhale, hug your belly button in. And on your exhale, encourage a little more depth of the pose, sending your right hip flexor down toward the earth. Inhale. Half split as you exhale. Back to Anjaney as you inhale. Ardha Hanuman, exhale. Last one, breathe in. Half split and hold as you exhale. Keep your hips level to the earth. You can flex your toes back toward your face, really inviting space in your left hamstring. And rebend your left leg, Anjaneyasana. Re-arrive. Tuck your right toes, high crescent lunge. As you inhale, rise up. Set up your foundation, breathe in. Easy twist, exhale, plant your right hand, extend your left arm high. Right into your side plank, spinning onto the blade of your right foot. Taking your left foot to meet your right. Really pressing the earth away with your right hand, using that strength and letting your obliques and side bodies help to hold you up. Breathe in. Chaturanga, Dandasana, bring your left hand to the earth. Maybe you keep your left leg lifted. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Whew. Child's pose or Virasana, hero's pose. Whew. Take a drink, take a break. We're working on Tittibhasana today, firefly pose. So it's a hand balance with requiring a lot of openness in your inner thighs and a deep flexion in your hips, so a fold at your hips. So I'll show you the pose and another option, and then I'll let you guys go for it. So we'll start in a modified wide-legged fold with your feet about the width of your mat. And then you plant your hands. I'll walk you guys through this. I just want to show you the options. So here's the pose, firefly. The other option is to not straighten out your legs and just cross your feet out in front of you. Cool. So come into a Malasana, yogi squat. That'll give you about the distance that your feet need to be for your body and your anatomy. And then just lift your sit bones, straighten out your legs with your feet the same distance. Bend into your knees. Place your hands behind your heels. So really put your legs on your arms like a backpack. I'm sure this is really cute on video. But plant your hands into the earth. If you need a little help, you can stand on blocks or props. And then begin to bend your knees. Let your sit bones come toward the earth. And maybe this is where you stay, trying to get the weight in your hands. Maybe you can walk your feet in toward midline and start to lift one leg and then the other. And maybe eventually your legs straighten and your sit bones dip down and your feet lift up. And maybe you fall, and maybe you fly, and maybe you can invite a little playfulness into your practice. Take about 60 seconds to play and try Tittibhasana firefly pose. And when you have had enough, we're going to go ahead and cool it down. So come down onto your back. If you're still playing with the pose, no worries. You can join in when you're ready. A little bridge pose to open up your hip flexors. So pull your feet in toward your sit bones. Ground the back of your head and your shoulders onto the earth. And on an inhale, lift your hips. And don't worry so much about the back bend here. Really pay attention to opening up your hip flexors. Try to give them a little release, a little relief from being in deep flexion. Now offering some extension. You might place fists underneath your low back to really press your hip flexors a little higher. And take a breath in. And a breath out. And then inhale, lift your right leg high for a one-legged bridge. On your exhale, lower your hips to the earth. Cross your right ankle over your left knee for a supine pigeon or figure 4 on your back. So your right ankle is over your left knee, your left thigh, and then you can reach for your left leg. Pull the structure of your legs toward your body. Keep a little activation in your right foot, so flex your toes back toward your knee, protecting the joints of your knee. And to make this a little more intense, you can gently, either with your hand or energetically, press your right knee away from your body. Let your breath begin to slow down, finding stillness here. Giving yourself a little more space, inviting a longer inhale and a longer exhale. Take one more breath in. Keep your right foot crossed over your left leg and bring your left foot down to the earth. Listen close. Press your left foot into the ground. Pick your hips up. Move them 3 inches to your right. That's your hips 3 inches to your right. And then drop the structure of your legs over to your left, trying to stamp your right foot onto the ground. So keeping your right knee lifted high. For modified supine twist, getting more into your IT band on your right side. If this feels too intense, uncomfortable, or confusing, just regular supine twist, you can stack both knees on top of one another. Try to keep your right shoulder glued to the earth and maybe extend your gaze over to your right side. Let your body start to settle. Your breath will follow. Take one more full breath in. And exhale. Uncross your right leg. Bring both of your feet back to the earth, setting up for your second bridge pose. Inhale, lift your hips high. This time, maybe walk your shoulders underneath your body, catching a clasp underneath your low back. This time you can think about opening up your chest, sending your chest closer to your chin. And on your next inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, cross your left ankle over your right knee and lower your back down to the earth. Finding your figure 4, your supine pigeon on this side. Left ankle crosses over your right knee. Reach for your right leg and pull the structure of your legs toward your body. Keep activation in your left foot. And again, option to gently press your left knee away from your body, either with your left hand or just focusing and energetically pressing it away, creating a little bit of a deeper stretch in your left outer hip. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more inhale. And then exhale. Keep your left foot where it's at. Lower your right foot to the earth. Pick your hips up. Take them over to the left. And drop your legs over to the right. This time trying to flatten your left foot to the earth. Keeping your knee lifted high. Your left hip will pop up off the ground, but keep your left shoulder glued to the earth. Maybe this time extend your gaze over to your left hand. Give yourself permission to be still. Take one more breath in. And exhale here. Come back through center. Hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then take a happy baby. This time, feeling the difference from the beginning of class. Trying to notice the changes in your physical body after practicing for almost an hour. Pull your knees in toward your armpits. Catch your ankles or the outer blades of your feet. Work to keep your whole back on the ground from your shoulders all the way down to your sacrum, the lowest portion of your back. Your butt is lifting up off the earth. Then take this a little less deep. Maybe take a little movement side to side. Or extend one leg and then the other. And then hug both knees back into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Stretch your legs long on your mat. Setting up for Shavasana, your final pose of rest. Let your toes splay out to either side. Let your arms fall by your sides. Palms face the sky. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill with air. Open up your mouth. Let the air go. Big release. As you release, let your body soften onto the earth. Let go of any tension you're holding in your muscles. Close your eyes. Find yourself in rest. Arrive in Shavasana. The firefly has the ability to light up from within and to shine radiantly. Its flickering is playful and vibrant in nature, and you are no different. Your light can never become dim, for it is divinely created. May your ability to see and experience your light never fade. May you always see how brightly you shine. And when you know just how radiant you are, may you use your light to illuminate the world around you. Take a full sip of air in through your nose. Fill your lungs with air. Open your mouth. Pour the air out. Let it surround you. From your heart space, send your breath out into your limbs. When you feel it in your toes and in your fingers, begin to gently wiggle them, find movement. Let those movements grow larger little by little. When you're ready, take a full body stretch with your arms overhead. Breathe in, expand. On your exhale, hug your knees into your chest, get small. And then roll onto either side and pause in fetal position. Fetal position, the position of rebirth, the position that reminds you that every moment and every breath is a chance for you to begin again. Slowly press yourself to a seat. And when you get there, sweep your arms up overhead. Breathe in. Connect your palms at the top and exhale. Draw your thumbs down to your heart space. Create connection in your left and right at the center of your being. And I'll end class with the sound of Om. If you'd like to join in with me, please do. If not, simply just listen and feel. Breathe in. Open your mouth, sigh out. Inhale for the sound of Om. Mindfully lift your thumbs to your third eye center, the space in between and just above your eyebrows where your physical body meets your divine being. And together, in respect for the yoga practice and one another, we'll bow forward. Namaste. Thanks, yogis, for joining me. If you have any questions or comments about class, let me know. My name is Madison. We're so happy to be serving you all virtually, and I hope you're staying safe and well. Take care.